So we're here at the open mic at Sally O'Brien's, which is every Monday, hosted by Josh Gondelman.
Yeah.
And how long have you been hosting this open mic?
I've hosted a little longer than a year and a half. Probably like 20 months.
And what's a standard night, do you think, for this open mic?
Roughly a zillion comedians sort of enjoying each other, and some regular people, audience members that are usually just sort of up for anything. Like they come in having seen it on the web, and they're sort of like, "Hey, let's ride this out." It's got its own flow.
And you have some stranger people who aren't necessarily comedians who get up.
Well, they aren't comedians until they get here. There's a guy named Jude who I actually haven't seen in like a few weeks, which worries me. But he's legitimately homeless. Like he lives in Union Square, and he'll come in and we'll have sometimes eat dinner together, he and I, and then he'll get up and just say some stuff that's there's comedy intention. He's a good dude though.
So your plan basically is to run this fairly loosely. It's a real open mic. People can come and sign up.
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
on that night.
There's so many comics though that everyone gets 2 minutes, so it forces people to really condense what they want to say, or to ignore the 2-minute regulation, whichever they're more comfortable with.
And you just also won the Laughing Skull comedy competition.
Yeah.
Just for the uninitiated, what is the Laughing Skull comedy competition?
It's named after the Laughing Skull Lounge, which is a new comedy club in Atlanta. It's about a year old. It's pretty amazing. It's just a great room. It's like a tiny little black box theater. Everyone from Boston that was down there said it reminded them of the Comedy Studio, in its like size and shape and sort of vibe. And it's great. And they brought 60 comics down to compete over the course of a week. And at the end of it, somehow I tricked people into thinking that I'd won. So it was terrific. It was a good time had by me.
What was the competition like? How many contests and how many people?
It was 5 preliminary rounds over the course of 3 nights, and then the semifinals and the finals were the same night. There were 60 participants from the competition standpoint, 60 competitors, and like 12 on each show, except the finals and the semifinals. Finals were 10, finals were 7, semifinals were 10.
And this was people from all over
the country. Yeah. Some people, there are people like very legitimate comedians with lots of great credits, and just people that I had looked up to, I still look up to, as comedians, and were in it. It's just like amazing talent. It was probably, of any competition I've ever been on or seen the roster for, just like the deepest overall talent pool.
Who were the standouts that you saw?
Oh man, Michael Palisak was great. He's a Chicago guy. Pat Dixon was super cool. Dude from DC named Hampton Yount, who just has like this like great, like super creative, like Eugene Herman-like energy. It was great.
It's good to get. Boston has its own sort of flavor of comedy, and it's interesting to get out, I think, and see other people. It can be a kind of insular scene.
Yeah, it's really insular. I think the comics are always really excited when other comics come to visit, because like we like to sort of preach and show off and see what other people are doing. But it's hard, I think, for other comics to get work in New England. It's very like closed off to that possibility.
Yeah, it sort of we have our own circuit of comedians to play.
Which is totally, like, it's weird coming up through that, thinking that the rest of the country is like that, and then you go outside of New England, and everyone else goes everywhere else.
So what else do you have coming up?
Oh man, I think as part of my prize, I won a spot in the Rooftop Aspen Festival and the Laugh Your Asheville Off Festival in Asheville, North Carolina, which I'm really excited for, and which are not competitions, which is great. And I think part of it is 24 weeks on the road.
Great.
So yeah, it's daunting, but I'm really excited for it. Like that's what I'm doing it for, And my day job that I have now, I teach preschool, and they were super flexible. They were just like, yeah, whenever you're in town, you can work if you want. And I was like, amazing. So after the summer, when my kids graduate in June, I'm sort of going on hiatus indefinitely, which is scary, but also super exciting.
Who's going to host here at Sally's?
I've given it some thought. I feel like a Sean Donovan, Ted Pettingill co-host situation might be in order.
Two regulars.
Two regulars, yeah. Sean is one of my best friends. Ted is a great friend too. Sean and I drove cross country though, and became really close friends after that, and just lots of adventures.
And also, they're the house band sometimes.
House band, yeah. Ted plays bass, and Sean plays guitar, and it adds a lot. I feel like the nights where there's not music, it's a little emptier.
And where can people go to find out where your next gigs around here would be?
That's a good question. I have a Facebook group on Facebook called If Josh Gondelman Had Fans, We'd Be Them. And I still list all my dates on my MySpace page, which I need to quit living in the past. It's myspace.com/Josh is a dork. Also, I tweet. Twitter.com/Josh Gondelman, which is, I have a lot of internet presences that no one really looks at. So,
well, hopefully that'll change. People hear this.
I would like that.
Go straight to it.
It is really an amazing, like, exciting, surprising experience. I'm like, I feel like I've been trying to take baby steps in it career-wise, and this was like just like the first time I really sort of went beyond that and extended myself past just like, oh, well, I'll call this book, or like I'll do this festival and not expect much from it. And this one I didn't expect anything, and I was sort of blindsided with everything, and it was amazing. Like, it's just like in the span, my prelim round was Friday night at 10, and then the semifinals were the next night at 8, and the finals were the next night at 10. So like literally in a span of 26 hours, like I sort of ended up in this incredible position.
Does this mean you're the next comic to leave town? We've had a few lately: Shane Moss, Zach Sherwin, Chris Fleming. We're in the part of the cycle where people are heading out.
This outflux. I don't. That's the plan. Isn't to leave right now because I figure like, why base yourself out of like I think if I'm going to move, it's going to have to be or it would be sensibly to a bigger marketplace like New York or Los Angeles. But if I'm on the road for like an entire year, what good does it do me to pay New York rent and never be in the city? You know. So I'm here for the foreseeable future. I'd like to eventually write for television. And then get to do comedy in the off season, because I love to perform, but I just love to smash words together.
Well, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Nick.
it.
Yeah,
Josh Gondelman.
That's me.
Sally O'Brien.